Step back shot. The shot no good. The Hawks leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Sefolosha passes to Schroeder. Puts up a 3. The shot's good from Clutch. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter. Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. To the middle. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Pacers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Some changes. Checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Ellis. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Humphries. Millsap comes in for Sefolosha. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Clutch in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Clutch out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. Clock at 2. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hill, he's checked in for Henson. Ellis comes in for Ty Lawson. And it's Hill in for Young. Clutch. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a stellar outing in this one for Clutch. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's Hill. Korver with the defensive effort.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And taken away by Ellis.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Indiana, Kent Bazemore. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
All right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Clutch. Bucket's good.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
All right now. What's up, girl?
Well, Paul, congratulations on this win. It seemed like this game was getting away from you at points. What does the team take away from this game in terms of experience?
We got to do a better job of executing down the stretch. As simple as that. We're just glad we got this win. We just can't let
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the defense.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no
IQ.
idea. You can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game and understand the time and score relationship. That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shoot.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's all about the Eastern Conference. That's where the action is today as the Atlanta Hawks get ready to battle. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic. They've handled this matchup nicely so far, up 2-0 in the season series. And a lot of excitement centering around one young player tonight, folks, as we'll be watching a game that marks the first official NBA start from Clutch.
And he had to prove to his coach and teammates that he was deserving of this spot in the starting lineup. So him being able to do it, now he's got to go out and prove that he's here to stay.
And, to have been anointed a starter, I think he'll be determined to show that they made the right decision.
A look at the Magic starting group. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Fournier in at the 3. Here's Clutch. He had 16 points in the win against Indiana. Millsap, and it's blocked by Gordon. One-on-one here. Lets the 3 fly. Fournier's shot is off. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Now here's Korver. After the miss from Vucevic, 4 on the clock. It's taken away by Payton. They get a hand on it, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Atlanta on D. Here's Oladipo. Sweet little floater. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
No good from Clutch. Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Payton dishes to